Well, a win is a win. That's what I always tell our players. I was really proud of how we came out in the second half. I thought our first half was not the way we played. We weren't playing Lady Bear basketball. I just think, going this first 2 weeks and the crazy road trip we were on, where we're going from West Coast back here, West Coast back here, you just kind of, will your way through it, fight through it, and then after the Oregon State game, when we came back, we had 2 days off, and they really let their bodies kind of relax. And then so since then, I've been trying to get them going. They really got hit by all of that travel and the school they missed and all that. So I think that played a big part of how we started the game. But I was really pleased at how we finished.
Was a little bit of that switch right into press to start the half, kind of a way to jumpstart the sluggish?
Yeah, credit to Santa Clara. They played well, and they're a good team. But I thought in the first half they weren't working for what they were getting. Our defense was not good. Our ball screen defense was a huge key to the game. It wasn't good. They were lighting it up from everywhere. And then offensively, we weren't screening anybody. We're missing open layups, so they were playing well, but we were playing really bad. So and at halftime, I got on them, just to kind of, light a fire and get a spark going. But I felt like we had to generate energy somehow and get some energy in the building. So pressing them, I think, did that.
Obviously much cleaner on offense in the second half there, because the majority of the turnovers were in that first half.
For sure. We had 11 in the first half, and we ended with 14, so only 3 in the second half. I thought we were good in there. Also, we ended up out-rebounding them, because at first they were rebounding pretty well, and we weren't getting a body on anybody. We weren't going to the boards, and then we out-rebounded them 40-29, so I was happy about that. But really, honestly, the person that kept us in the game today was Ealy, and when we couldn't get a flow on offense and we're missing shots, I was just running plays to her because she was a force. I think she kind of had her little bit of her coming out party at Oregon State. None of those bigs there could guard her. She played very physical in that game, and I told her before this game, you got to be a force in the paint on both sides of the floor. So I was really pleased at how she played today. And she played a lot of minutes, and that was really good for us.
We can see on her face here just a minute ago, she looked relieved, almost like I'm not going to have to run sprints because I hit 6 of my 8 free throws tonight. As a team, you guys shot 17 of 22, so that was a big component of that game too.
It was. I'm happy with how our free throws have been this season. We started out those first 2 exhibition games, we were shooting like 50% or something like that from the free throw line, and so it was a focus in practice, a big focus, and I think every game, we've really shot it well from the free throw line. But part of that is getting to the free throw line too, and I thought the first half we weren't. Now the refs they were calling it, they were letting both teams play, so that kind of was played into that, but I thought we weren't being aggressive, and when we started being aggressive, they were calling fouls. So that's part of our game plan. We want to play downhill, we want to be forcing the paint, and we weren't doing that in the first half, but we finished up that way.
Coach, it's evident that Ealy's put the work in on the free throws, and how important is it for the success of your team, knowing that you can get the ball into her, and if she's fouled, that she's going to go up there and connect on free throws?
It's huge. It's huge. Post players that can shoot free throws definitely help your team, and I think she does a great job, and Jasmine's doing a great job. All of them really, because if we're running plays to you and they start doubling you, or they're running at you and they're fouling you, you can't just not finish the play by getting 2 points. So we stress it all the time, but not even just them. Like everybody in our team, it's super important. In a game like this, that's close, free throws could be the deciding factor. So I'm really happy with how we're shooting it from there. And I'm just happy with our team overall in the second half of today. We had people step up. Our team, we're just so versatile. We're deep, For instance, Shameka, she didn't even play last game. She comes in today, and how many did she have? She came in and had 9 points. So
big 9 points.
Yeah, huge 9 points, energy points, big threes. So I tell them all the time, we never know whose night it's going to be. Willie has been leading us, but tonight it was Ealy and Shameka.
And that says a lot about your depth, doesn't it, when a different person can carry you every night?
For sure. We have people that are very consistent, like, Willie and, some of our starters, Bryce, Jasmine, but for Ealy to have a breakout game like that and Shameka to come in and have a breakout game, it tells you, how deep we are and how good we can be.
Coach, what challenges does it pose to a staff when you come in and you inherit a team that had so much success already, and then, you guys they look like they never skipped a beat. And so, what were the challenges, coming into the year that you guys talked about internally as a staff that you wanted to, make sure that just carried on, because it sure has?
To be honest, I didn't really talk about it, you know. I just was like, we want to instill, you know, my philosophy and the style of play, and I was happy that the girls, you know, really took to it and bought in and liked playing up tempo. They liked the offenses. So we really didn't talk about that. We just talked about us being on the same page. You know, our staff, we had a staff retreat. We have a lot of staff meetings, things like that, so that they can understand what I want to do offensively and defensively, and they bring their input as well. So we just want to make sure us four are on the same page, and you know, we give a unified front to the team. And I think, you know, honestly, our kids are relentless competitors at the end of the day, and they just want to win. So, you know, they really bought in from the beginning. Obviously, they want to finish like they did last year, and even better if we can. But, you know, a big goal was to start better than they did last year, and I think we're doing that right now.
And up next for this team, South Dakota. Have you gotten a chance to think ahead to them coming up?
Yeah, South Dakota they're good. You know, and they're a hard team to guard just because everybody can shoot the three. They're very versatile. But I think we're a hard team to guard too. So, you know, we got to get some rest where we can. I think our bodies are a little beat up, but, you know, we don't make excuses. And we just got to get some rest tomorrow, prepare on Sunday, get out there and do what we do. I think, you know, for us coaches, the biggest thing is going to be obviously ball screen defense and not leaving shooters and just kind of growing from this game where we got, you know, exposed a little bit in the first half. Because South Dakota, if you have like literally one missed defensive assignment, they're kicking it to a shooter and it's going in. So you got to be super disciplined on defense when you play them. They're very well coached. So, you know, we got our hands full with that, but we've had our hands full with pretty much every game we played this year. So I know we're excited for the challenge.
Emily, just how fun was that tonight?
It was fun. It was tiring, but it was fun. It was fun.
Do you feel like when you get the ball underneath the basket, that you're going to lay it in every time? I mean, how confident are you right now?
Last year, well, it took me a while to get that mentality, but every time I get the ball this year, I know that I just got to take my time to score because I know that I have the capability, every capability to do that.
And how about your teammates looking for you and getting you the ball?
Oh, it's even better because we have a great inside-out game. So even if I get doubled or it's not there, there's always someone there for me to pass to and to knock that three down.
And you really took your time at the line tonight. You made
Yep.
6 of 8. How proud are you of that?
Well, Coach Q and I have been spending a lot of time, and before shoot-around today, I texted him, and I was like, do you want to go and shoot? And we worked on my free throws, we worked on my form, and like, the ones I missed, he just looked at me and said, correct them, and that's exactly what I did.
Do you feel like something really clicked with those just recently?
Yeah, I think that it's just the focus, because I'm such like an emotional player. I just literally have to calm myself down, because I just got so worked up and so into the game that I just need to take a breath and calm down.
Your last off-season, or last non-conference season, last season, there were so many close games that you guys were in a fight, and this was one of them against Santa Clara when you were out there and then almost forced overtime. How important was it to kind of get that revenge game?
Oh, it was so important. And the fact that we had to wear these jerseys from like, what, the 80th time in a row? We just had a lot of fight, and we told ourselves and we told each other that we wasn't going to lose, and we didn't. Yep.
What was tough to stop about them? They seemed to believe that, especially 13, was tough to guard.
Okay. I think that we need to put, well,
Just our rotations.
yeah, it's not so much the team, it's us. We just got to talk and communicate. In the first half, we didn't really communicate. Obviously, we didn't communicate well at all. In the second half, we picked it up and
Communicated a lot more.
yeah.
It seemed like the press defense after halftime kind of got the momentum turned around.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially anything with Jasmine is an energy booster.
Yeah.
When she gets a steal, this crowd goes wild. So when the crowd goes wild, we go wild. So yeah.
Well, your teammates found you tonight too, talking about those.
Okay.
Yeah, I just knew that I needed to knock them down, so I just relaxed, made my shots.
How much fun is it to kind of be a part of it on the floor this year instead of coming
Oh
back?
my
from that
gosh,
injury?
it is 10 times better than just sitting on the sidelines, trust me. It's a lot better.
And how was the feeling to be able to contribute after sitting out last year? What was that feeling like for you?
It's a great feeling. I mean, I've been out for 10 months? I've been out for so long, so it felt great to get back out there.
Emily, how good was it to be home and playing in front of this crowd?
Oh, these fans, literally, not everyone, I mean, we went to Oregon State, and they had unbelievable fans, but still, our fans are our fans, and they're gonna be here, and they're gonna cheer loud, whether we're losing, we're up by 20, they're just always gonna be engaged in the game, and that's why I love this place. This place is awesome when it comes to its fans.
How much confidence did you gain from that trip that you're able to use for this game in future games down the road?
Just knowing that we all have each other's backs, and the coaches have our backs. Shameka has my back, I have her back. That's just the factor that's a huge role in this.
It seems like you guys have truly picked up from right where you left off last season, and of course, there's, was the change in the program. Take us through a little bit of what that's like, where, obviously you've got a new program coming in, you've got a new voice in the locker room, but boy, it just doesn't look like anything's changed on the court.
No, we're still, she doesn't want to change us, because no matter what, we're going to play our game.
Yeah.
And you can't, and her coming in and just she changed what she wanted, but it wasn't something big. It was just little, minor, our inbounds defense, we play the way that we do, where last year we played straight up man. It's just little things like that she came in and changed, and we adjusted, and we're just good.
She enhances our strengths too.
She mentioned when Jasmine, gets a big play, kind of gets the crowd into it. I'd say it was about as loud as I've ever heard it when you knocked down a couple of
Right,
Did you even hear it? Or?
I didn't even hear it. I was just in the zone. I was just going.
That bounce, that shooter
Oh
bounce.
my God.
Did you hear the big ovation you got when they took you out?
Yeah. Well, not really, because I was tired. I was, boy. But it's okay, push through. It's fine.